The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center.
And I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Cleveland has the basketball. Clarkson to J.R. Smith. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
And a nice finish at the rim.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Love, trying to cash in. Kevin Love off the mark. To Markkanen. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Clarkson with the basketball. They trail by 2. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Anthony. Here comes the screen. Anthony, defended by the former Hoya. To Clarkson. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Love. Can't go down. Smothering defense. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Clarkson with the basketball. 8-2 our score. To Anthony.
Right.
To Love. Nothing going here on that drive. Smith to Clarkson, and he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught, and number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Chicago ball.
You gotta get up on that.
To Levine. Carter. Easy pass to the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Love. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Wendell Carter. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down 5. Cashes in for 2.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Clarkson to Love. Knocked loose. Bulls have it. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Clarkson to Love. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's a chance from long range, and that one is out. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Cavaliers with the basketball. Clarkson to Anthony. For three, it's Carter with the rebound. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Clarkson to J.R. Smith. Shot won't go. To Markkinen. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Lauri Markkinen snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Love to J.R. Smith. Five to shoot for Cleveland. The screen sets him up for two. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Carter has a chance. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Has a look. Smith with a shot. It won't fall. To Porter. And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Screen coming. Love to Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Cavs at the controls. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off John Henson. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Chicago.
To Wendell Carter. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Trying to cash in. No good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Oh, Carter with the rejection. Nance. Robin Lopez. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. It goes down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Shot from the lane won't go. Robin Lopez pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Lopez. And count the basket.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Sexton.
Number 14. Two minutes left in the first quarter.
Bulls with the rock. Tough make through traffic.
Welcome to the league, young fella. But just because you got a bucket doesn't mean that you don't have to do your rookie chores after the game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
To Lopez.
I got it. Hey, check up. Let's go.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Has a chance? That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Here comes the screen. Smith to Colin Sexton. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Rocking the rim. They cannot be stopped right now.
Sometimes your opponent is not even in the game from the start. That's the way you run the floor, and you put the pressure on them right away in the first quarter.
Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. And so we're through one here at United Center with the Bulls on top. Jay and I come back to the Windy City after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Head coach Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
To J.R. Smith. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. To J.R. Smith. Takes stock of the floor. Short jumper won't fall. Trying to cash in. Can't connect.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a chance, and he knocks it down, Jay.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Markkanen. Great dish to set it up. Deep two there, won't go. To J.R. Smith. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Bulls with the basketball.
Double team, double team, double team.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Knocked loose. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound comes down to Selden. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Markkanen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And scores. Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes.
Into the game for the Cavaliers. Number 0, Kevin Love. Subbing
To
in.
Chris Dunn. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's a big finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Anthony. Curling inside to Anthony. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Anthony. Rebound taken in by Chicago. Dunn.
You got him. You got him.
I got your help.
To Porter. Beyond the arc for 3. And on a Porter so smooth. Catch and shoot. Buries the 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Anthony. To Clarkson. Down to 5 on the 24. To Love. Fires the three. Well defended, but Kevin Love still hits it from 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Markkanen. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Zach LaVine. Count the bucket for 2.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
To Love. Here comes the screen. Kevin Love. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Porter. Screen coming to Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Anthony to Clarkson. To Anthony. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Has a look. Shot by Love, off the mark. To Porter. Markkanen. To Porter. 5 on the shot clock. That's going to be out of bounds.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Clarkson to Love.
Screen left.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to...
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Cleveland has the basketball. Clarkson to J.R. Smith. To Clarkson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year, averaged around 16 a game, the lowest total of his 15-year career.
Wow. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down big. Smith to Clarkson. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Slams it home on the putback.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down a bundle. Anthony to J.R. Smith.
Hey, screen. Cutter, get a tag.
Anthony. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one, count it. He hits the second. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip.
That's me. My ball.
Take my.
To Wendell Carter. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Layup goes down. Well done.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Love. Screen coming. Anthony against Porter. To Clarkson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Carter comes away with it.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Clarkson. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Levine. Fires the three, and Zach Levine wide open. Knocks down the three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Clarkson to Love. Finish that. He gets it.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Anthony gets a look. Can't hit. Chicago with the possession.
There you go. Watch him. I got you here. Right here.
Won't go. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. 4-3. Not that time. He misses. To Wendell Carter. And the finish at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Pick up. Screens on your right.
Anthony to Love. Kevin Love. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
I got ball.
Trying to cash in. It's Love with the rebound. Has a chance, and he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Zach Levine. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
Smith to Anthony. To J.R. Smith. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. Anthony to Colin Sexton. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound comes to Chicago.
Double.
Whoa! What a finish!
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Sexton to J.R. Smith. To Anthony for three. Missed it. Count it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton to Love. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The Bulls clear the rebound. Sizing up the defense. Porter. Goes to the left side. Porter gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Anthony, deep left corner. Baseline drive. Oh, Carter with the rejection. Anthony against Porter. 5 to shoot. Has a look. That's no good. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change.
Substitutions, Cleveland. Stepping in for the Bulls, number 11.
Nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Chicago possession. Short jumper won't fall. Count the basket inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Here we go. Double team.
Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Matthew Dellavedova swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And scores. Strong take.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Trying to cash in. Not today.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
That's a momentum play right there. From long range, that's rebounded by the Cavaliers. To Colin Sexton. Thompson. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
I got ball. Yep, I got him. Here we go.
Tough make through traffic.
Man, I've seen this kid play with some grown men prior to making it to the league. As my old friend would say, same pan, same grease.
To Anthony. Lopez there to get the rebound. Bulls with it. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Another follow, stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Love. Off the assist.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Has a chance. Pulled in by Kevin Love. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Cruises inside for 2.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Got it.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Anthony. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Matthew Dellavedova's got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Chicago basketball.
Right. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Try from the baseline, but it won't go down.
Take coming.
Here comes the screen. Anthony to Love. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Anthony. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Defense, let's go.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Let's go.
Hands up. We got him.
Beyond the arc for 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more 3s.
To Anthony.
Shots up.
The jumper's off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Porter. Shot from the lane won't go.
Hey, I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer, the Bulls take this one as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a present.
The Bulls were merciless in this game. The scoring display.
Player of the game.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.